There's so much steam and heat coming from this. You can just feel it. It's kind of looked down on to be dating people in Pakistan. Look, we're surrounded on all sides and we're just walking in the middle of the road. We're about to have some famous biryani. That is insane. Let's go outside and see a little bit more of Karachi, Pakistan. They do everything so fast, you can feel the heat just in your face. Look at all these workers. And this is the puri. Look at them throwing it in there, tossing it in. Perfect technique. There's so much steam and heat coming from this. You can just feel it. You can probably feel it on camera here. Look out, there are about 8 workers in these green shirts all around this thing. And you can see them tossing it in there into this huge vat of oil. Now over here we're going to see how the chai is made, which is also a huge thing here. So you can see all of these operations going on right next to each other.
The hot water, the milk.
Okay, so filtering it here. Why are there so many of these?
First they warm the water, then they add the ingredients, the tea, and then they add water, the milk in it. Okay. They cook it until it gets like the beige color, the brownish color.
There's the tea being made right here. You have the coffee flavoring right here.
Yeah.
Almonds right here. Okay, mask on. Now we're checking out the bakery really quick. And these are some very interesting looking things. Is that like a pizza?
Yeah, it's a piece of the pizza, sandwiches, burgers.
Oh. But it has its own Pakistani twist.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really look
fresh, like made today.
Wow. You can kind of tell what they are, but it does not look like what it would look like back home. So you can kind of tell there's a burger, a pizza. So this is pizza. Look at the coloring of that, the lettuce. Cabbage. Oh, that's probably why it's cabbage, but they make it look like lettuce.
They put some color in green color.
Yeah, so that's cabbage because lettuce isn't a huge thing here. So they make it like a green to make it look more like a lettuce.
You can have it here.
Okay guys, let's say good morning again. Good morning from Karachi, the largest city in Pakistan. And I'm just set up on the side of the road here at this very famous place. There's so much going on, so many people. And I can't wait to try this.
Basically, this is the gravy, this is halwa, and this is puri.
So these are chickpeas, right?
Yeah.
Chickpeas,
Chola.
some spices.
Yeah. And this is achar.
Achar?
Yeah. It's spicy and a little bit of sour.
So we just got our halwa puri here. Look at this setup. We have 3 of these dishes, and it looks like there are chickpeas in here. You said potatoes?
No. Yeah, potatoes in this one.
Potatoes in this one. This is the halwa. right here, which is sweet, and then the puri is this kind of flaky, bready thing.
The one that he was throwing like this.
Yeah, the one he was throwing. It's made out of flour, basically fried flour in that big vat. And this is spicy.
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
Achar.
That. Again, this is Bilal, and he will show us how it's done for the first bite. Let him know how.
Okay. Put some achar. You can have this.
Okay, halva puri. This is the halva and the puri right here. It tastes like a fruit jelly. Is it like, it almost tastes like an apricot or something, but it's not. It's like a jelly donut.
Yeah, it's
in a
like
way.
a jam or the jelly, yeah.
Very good. And this is a breakfast food, believe it or not. So it's sweetness, there's spiciness. There are chickpeas, basically beans and bread. That's how they do breakfast here. Okay, this one is gonna be different. I'm gonna do all of them at once. So you have the sweetness here, a little bit of the halva there, and then a little bit of this here. The spice. Let's do it. Never had anything like that. It actually goes together pretty well. Alright, just finished the halva puri. That is probably my favorite dish I've had yet here in Pakistan. And as you can see, these tables are kind of public, so people can join you if they want. So we have a few kids here that have joined us at the table. But we're done, we're gonna get some chai, and then we have a lot to see today. So right next door, we have this thing, which has a piece of paper on it. This is how you clean your hands. It's like a napkin dispenser, paper dispenser. Okay, I got it. I'm becoming obsessed with the tea here. So it's just black tea, milk, sugar, chai. Ah, it's so good. It's like the perfect amount of sweetness. Good way to start the day. In Pakistan, supposedly, people will have 3, 4, 5 of these per day throughout the day. A little bit different than home where you start your day with it and that's it. So I'm gonna try to do what the locals do, and I'm gonna have a few more of these today, which is pretty unavoidable because people keep asking me to come in for tea. Like every person I meet wants to give me a tea, so we'll do that a little bit more. Okay, that whole meal, I just found out how much it costs, including the chai there. It was about 150, even less, 140, 150 rupees. So that is less than $1 for all of that. That is insane. Pakistan has to be one of the cheapest countries, if not the cheapest I've ever been to. I like it. Wow guys, so interesting. So I got a medium. These pants are as wide as they look. They're probably twice as wide as my regular pants or jeans. That would probably be like here. So they're extremely wide to start out, and then you use this belt that you buy on the street separately. This is the traditional belt. They loop it through here and then you tie it up. But it starts out huge, so it fits anybody. So it's a different fit, definitely different. Then the shirt, you have the typical collar of this area, not a full collar, it's like a half collar that doesn't come down. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. And then the shirt, it's extremely long, so it hangs down like maybe to your knees. We'll see when I try it on. and then regular size sleeves, pretty much. Okay, success. It's actually very comfortable, but I will show you a little bit more outside. I'll do a little catwalk for you. Let's go outside and see a little bit more of Karachi, Pakistan. Guys, look at this. That is insane. Look how many clothes are on there. It's like a big mushroom. Look at this truck of mangoes. And the guys are on the top there. I love these trucks in Pakistan. Okay, so we just stopped by a church. A Catholic church right here and a little park. And Bilal was telling me that this is kind of a dating spot because of the university here. And people, it's kind of looked down on to be dating people in Pakistan in public. So you don't really see girls and guys in public around anywhere. But there are certain places when you go on the interior of somewhere, like a plaza or a park, that you'll see more of it because they're kind of away from the outside. So I just saw the first couple I think I've seen in Pakistan yet. Never thought that would be interesting to me to see that, but it's been a while. So you probably wouldn't have thought that there would be churches here in Pakistan, but actually there are several. It's not only mosques, people accept all religions here, right?
Yeah.
So you'll see temples, mosques, churches. It's pretty cool. Okay, Bilal, question. So we just saw a few couples kind of dating at the park. You don't really see that many places. You only see it in these little pockets, kind of like parks and things. It's frowned upon, but what are people supposed to do? People aren't supposed to date at all?
Yeah.
Or just out of public?
Like they are not supposed to date. If they like each other, they should ask their parents that like we like this girl, or the girl can say that we like this boy, and their parents can go to each other's house and get them married.
Okay, so arranged then.
No, this thing would be in the love marriage, because Islam also said if you love each other, the best thing is for both of you is to get married. So this is the love marriage. Like if you know each other, like you have been friends with each other, and you want to live with each other, so you get married. So this is known as love marriage. And if the marriage is like, okay, I get to know, one day I woke up early in the morning, I am going to get married, and your father said this is the girl you are going to get married. This is known as arranged marriage.
Okay, so if there's someone you like but you want to spend time with them before getting married, is that okay? And if so, how do you do it? Like what's good? A good way to do it?
The good way to do is to get a nikah done.
A what?
Nikah.
What's that?
It's like an agreement, Islamic agreement, that we both are in a relationship, a halal relationship. Like this relationship is not prohibited, and now we both can hang out with each other, and we both are now allowed to be friends, so we can talk to each other. And then when the time comes when a boy thinks that he is able to fulfill the finances of the marriage, or he can what do we say, like the girl is ready that I can get married, I have done my studies, so they both can get married.
Okay, so there's no like being with each other to learn about each other, to talk. Oh, so there's no good way to date. It's just straight to marriage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because police might check if you are with a girl and you are going to some place, and police find that if you are doing some kinky things, so that they might stop you and ask, are you both married? You can say yes, I have that document here, and you can show the
Oh, wow.
document, and police won't say anything to you.
Police will check you
Yeah,
if you're in a
police will
park.
check. Yeah, especially to the sea view place.
And if you don't have the document, what will they do?
They would likely be teasing you for the money. Like we would
Like a
take,
bribe?
Yeah, like a bribe.
Wow. Fascinating. So this back here is one of the more famous buildings here in Karachi. It's from the Mughal Empire times. And there's a nice little display inside, but we're not allowed to film that. So what is this place called?
Mohata Palace, and we have an exhibition here which shows the culture of Thalparkar and Kailash Valley. And Kailash Valley have a very unique culture and their traditional values. Like they used to worship sun, and they have their festivals when it's spring. Like the Kalashi festival is when there's a springtime, and the entire valley, the Kailash Valley, Rambor and Bamborat Valley is full of flowers, colorful flowers. So they depict those colors in their dresses. The crown they wear, and they dance on their festival, and they have a unique tradition. And when they bury their loved ones, they bury their assets with them, like the money and the gold.
One thing that's different in Pakistan that I keep forgetting as we get in the car, you get in on this side, on the driver's side, typically driver's side. This is the Quran recitation. He's reading from the book.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
The fruit? What is it?
Yeah, sweet as well.
I love this road here. So interesting. Look at all the fruits, all the fruit trucks everywhere. Hello. So much going on right here. And the buildings, look at the buildings surrounding us. These are very interesting. So look, each of these balconies in each of these apartments is covered with a gate. And these gates, these patterns of iron, it's for privacy. It's a little different of a way to do privacy. Back home we would probably do screens. Wow. There's so much commotion, so much going on here. I love it. Look, we're surrounded on all sides and we're just walking in the middle of the road.
You wanna stay?
With all this. No, I should get out of here quick. Oh, look at that. Wow. We're just going right in between all these cars. We're going to Burns Food Street for some biryani. Oh, look. That is beautiful. I love these. Maybe we can hop on one of these buses later. Okay, we're about to have some famous biryani. Whenever I ask Pakistanis what I should eat while in Pakistan, they always say biryani. That is pretty much the national dish. That is what everybody eats all the time. And this place is special. We're on Burns Road, which is a special food road here in Karachi. And this is the oldest one, meaning the first one that was selling biryani. So, very famous place, so we're gonna have a good one. And I'm gonna try something different. In a lot of Pakistan, I think you see chicken biryani. At least I've seen that a lot on menus, and that's what people talk about. But we're gonna get the beef one, so a little different. This one is biryani, and then we have palau, right here, and they're very similar. They're rice and meat dishes, but I think the difference mostly is the spice in the biryani.
The spices.
Oh, look at those spices. So the biryani is usually like this very vivid orange. That looks so good, and you can use this yogurt here. This yogurt in there. Let's try the palau first. Mostly just rice in this bite. That beef is good. It's very soft. It like falls apart in your mouth just like easily. Okay. Do you always have yogurt with biryani? Or just sometimes? This bright orange rice biryani is known for. I love it. As I look around at the other tables around us, everybody seems to be eating the same thing. Everybody loves their biryani. Alright, we're in the car.
Car stories by Bilal.
So, Bilal, where are we going next?
To Lucky One Mall.
A mall. So a real mall experience in Pakistan. It's an indoor mall.
Yeah,
it's
indoor.
like air conditioning, like nice kind of.
Yeah.
So is something special about this mall, or?
It's like it's just a normal mall, but it's a very big thing for like people of Karachi, the local people.
Okay.
It's a big mall. Usually it has like almost all the brands which are in the entire Pakistan.
Ah, and is it like the only mall, or it's the biggest?
No, it's the biggest mall.
Okay, so
Like when you will see the parking, you will get to know it has like thousands of parking slots in it.
So after the market experience yesterday, I think this is going to be very different, a different side of Pakistan. So you guys can see a different side where locals like to hang out.
Yeah.
So we're driving into the parking lot of the mall right now, and on our way in we had to stop there, and they weren't talking to us, they didn't say anything to us, so I was like, what's going on? And Bilal said they're checking for explosives. So they had this device and they were looking under the car really quick for explosives before we parked in here. Then I don't know what else to say about that.
Some gunpowder.
Cool little plaza here. So this is a shopping mall experience in Karachi, Pakistan. And if you're from America or somewhere else, it might be typical for you. It looks kind of like a typical mall, but in Karachi, it's something kind of new. This has only been here, I think, for a couple years, and having a large shopping mall like this with brands from around the world as well as in Pakistan, it's something new. So people really like it here. We are in a more designer kind of shop, and look at all of these shalwar kamees like I'm wearing now. Beautiful colors. I like how they're kind of muted colors. They're not super vibrant, just a little different shades. It's like what I'm wearing right now, but a lot more expensive, but probably better quality materials. They feel very nice. So these are Sharvani. The groomsmen wear these at weddings. Look at the detail in this beads ornamentation around the collar. And these are the hats and the shoes that they wear when they get married. Oh.
After wearing these things.
Okay, so this is the full outfit. That's sharp. Very cool.
This is on like the Prince Court design.
For the ladies watching this, this is what women wear in Pakistan. They wear more vibrant, more colors, more patterns, I think more styles than the men wear here. We're going into Wonderland. Try some rides.
This is also my first time. I have a waiting place right here.
Well, this is a different experience. We're gonna go on some rides in here, see what Pakistani people do for fun. It's crazy. We're going to the top floor. But look at all this at the bottom. What do you want to do first? We're gonna start out with the big one. A drop. Wonderland, screams of happiness. Let's see who screams first. If you thought it was unsafe to go to Pakistan, I don't think you were thinking this. Champion. Oh, that was good. What? Alright, this is cool. We're gonna do bumper cars. Just us. Okay, so it's just us in here, and we couldn't even get different cars. So we have nothing to bump into except parked cars. Woo!
No, not the parked cars.
Alright, bumper cars without any other cars. Yeah! This is how Pakistan has fun. It's just cars.
Oh my god.
Can I bump one of these?
Yeah.
We bumped that guy so hard. We're done. We got all those other cars. Left them in our dust. This is what you do for fun in Pakistan.